Good morning. Welcome to Code Java Lecture 10. I am C.V. Krishnaveni, lecturer in Computer Science, Government Women's Degree College, Kadapa. In this session, I am going to explain you primitive data types in Java. So, they are categorized into 4: integer, floating point, character, boolean. And in integer, you are going to learn byte, short, int, long. Under floating point, float and double. Under character, char, boolean data type. All these are the data types I am going to cover in this session. First of all, we should know that Java is a strongly typed language. Java's safety and robustness comes from this fact. Every variable has a type. Every expression has a type, and every type is strictly defined. All assignments, whether explicit or via parameter passing in method calls, are checked for type compatibility. There are no automatic coercions or conversions of conflicting types. The Java compiler checks all expressions and parameters to ensure that the types are compatible. Any type mismatches or errors that must be corrected before the compiler will finish compiling the class. So, these points made this Java strongly typed language. Coming to the primitive types in Java, Java defines 8 primitive types of data. They are byte, short, int, long, char, float, double and boolean. The primitive types are commonly referred to as simple types. The primitive types represent single values. They are divided into 4 groups. As I have already told you, they are integers, floating point numbers, characters, boolean. Languages such as C and C++ allow the size of an integer to vary based upon the execution environment. However, Java is different. Because of Java's portability requirement, all data types have a strictly defined range. For example, as an int is always 32 bits regardless of the particular platform. This allows programs to be written that are guaranteed to run without porting on any machine architecture. While strictly specifying the size of an integer may cause a small loss of performance in some environments, it is necessary in order to achieve portability. So, coming to much more explanation of these primitive data types, first category is integers. This group includes byte, short, int and long, which are for whole valued signed numbers. Floating point numbers. This group includes float and double, which represent numbers with fractional precision. Characters. This group includes char, which represents symbols in a character set like letters and numbers. Boolean. This group includes boolean, which is a special type for representing true or false values. Integers. Java defines 4 integer types: byte, short, int and long. All of these are signed positive and negative values. Many other computer languages support both signed and unsigned integers. The concept of unsigned was used mostly to specify the behavior of the higher order bit, which defines the sign of an integer value. Java manages the meaning of the higher order bit differently by adding a special unsigned right shift operator. Thus, the need for an unsigned integer type was eliminated. So, coming to the integer types, long, width is 64, range is given here. Int, width is 32 bits, range is given in this table. Short, means 16 bits, the range is here. Byte is 8 bits, range is this one. So this is about long, int, short, byte, width and ranges. Next, byte. The smallest integer type is byte. This is the signed 8-bit type that has a range from -128 to 127. Variables of type byte are especially useful when we are working with a stream of data from a network or file. They are also useful when you are working with a raw binary data that may not be directly compatible with Java's other built-in types. Byte variables are declared by the use of the byte keyword. Example here, byte space some variable name. Here I have taken b, c like that. End of this declaration is semicolon. Short. Short is a signed 16-bit type. It has a range from this to this. It is probably the least used Java type, and the example for declaration is short s semicolon short t or short space s comma t. Like this you can declare them. Int. The most commonly used integer type is int. It is a signed 32-bit type that has a range from the specified value here to this. In addition to other uses, variables of type int are commonly employed to control loops and to index arrays. Although you might think that using a byte or short would be more efficient than using an int in situations in which the larger range of an int is not needed, this may not be the case. The reason is that when byte and short values are used in an expression, they are promoted to int when the expression is evaluated. Therefore, int is often the best choice when an integer is needed. Long is a signed 64-bit type and is useful for those occasions where an int type is not large enough to hold the desired value. The range of a long is quite large. This makes it useful when big whole numbers are needed. For example, the number of miles that light will travel in a specified number of days. So in this kind of usage, you can go for long. Floating point types. Floating point numbers, also known as real numbers, are used when evaluating expressions that require fractional precision. For example, calculations such as square root or transcendentals such as sine and cosine result in a value whose precision requires a floating point type. Java implements the standard IEEE 754 set of floating point types and operators. There are two kinds of floating point types, float and double, which represent single and double precision numbers respectively. The type float specifies a single precision value that uses 32 bits of storage. Single precision is faster on some processors and take half as much space as double precision, but will become imprecise when the values are either very large or very small. Variables of type float are useful when you need a fractional component but don't require a large degree of precision. Float can be useful when representing dollars and cents. For example, in order to work with high temperature, low temperature, in such cases you can make use of float. Double precision, as denoted by the double keyword, uses 64 bits to store a value. Double precision is actually faster than single precision on some modern processors that have been optimized for high-speed mathematical calculations. All transcendental math functions such as sine, cos and square root return double values. Many iterative calculations or manipulating large valued numbers, double is the best choice. Coming to characters, in Java, the data type used to store characters is char. Char in Java is not the same as char in C or C++. In C or C++, char is 8 bits wide. Instead, Java uses Unicode to represent characters. Unicode defines a fully international character set that can represent all of the characters found in all human languages. It is a unification of dozens of character sets such as Latin, Greek, Arabic, Cyrillic, Hebrew, katakana, Hangul, and many more. For this purpose, it requires a 16 bits. Thus, in Java, char is a 16-bit type. The range of a char is 0 to 65536. There are no negative chars. The standard set of characters known as ASCII still ranges from 0 to 127 as always, and the extended 8-bit character set ISO Latin 1 ranges from 0 to 255. Since Java is designed to allow programs to be written for worldwide use, it makes sense that it would use Unicode to represent characters. Of course, the use of Unicode is somewhat ineffective for languages such as English, German, Spanish or French, whose characters can easily be contained within 8-bit, but such is the price that must be paid for global portability. Booleans. Java has a primitive type called Boolean for logical values. It can have only one of two possible values, true or false. This is the type returned by all relational operators, as in the case of A is less than B and so on. Boolean is also the type required by the conditional expressions that govern the control statements such as if and for. So in this session you have learnt in detail about the primitive data types, which are integer, floating point, character and Boolean. So thank you, take care, and we will meet in the next session. Bye.